Good morning, everybody. It is Happy Hump Day. You're watching Live Impact News on WCNC Plus. I'm Jane Monreal. Let's start you out with on the good foot. Hopefully it is the good foot. We have Chris Mulcahy in town and in the Live Impact studio right now as we check in with you and give us the good word.
My left foot's the good foot. By the way.
Are you left-handed?
No,
or left-footed.
Left-footed technically. So like when I skateboard and snowboard, I'm technically known as Goofy.
Goofy, yes. I used to snowboard too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Back in the day.
So just saying, prideful of that. So go left-footers. We have really a subtle change today, but it is a change nonetheless. I want to show you where we've been over the last 3 days. We got lazy.
What?
We just kept on doing Control V, pace, 81 degrees 3 days in a row, 83 for around the Charlotte area, and 80 degrees up around the Salisbury area. But I want to get right to it. We're actually dealing with some active rain further off towards the north, and our futurecast is pointing to that activity is going to linger for a good portion of this morning, and it's also going to jog its way into the afternoon as well. So it just depends where you are, mainly in the mountains of the foothills, that you're going to be seeing that on and off rain throughout the course of this morning. And I do think at times that rain could be heavier, especially with the chance for some thunderstorms. We're primarily seeing that really over in Tennessee, but there is still going to be that potential. So I just want everyone to know about that. Here, I'm going to bring up the active radar to show you what's happening right now at this moment. The heaviest rain, as I mentioned, well to the north, and we're going to scroll up there. Hold on a sec. Nope. Sorry, I don't have my active mouse. All right, here we go. So you can see a little bit of light rain that is mainly off towards north of I-40, but some much heavier rain is currently happening over in Tennessee, and it's about to push its way further off towards the east. Now, what's going to happen is this gets a little bit closer and passes the mountains, it's going to weaken. But anyone that lives north of I-40, you're going to have a chance for anywhere a light to moderate rain shower over the next several hours. The ones that live a little bit further down towards the south, around Cleveland County, Burke County, you're going to see on and off rain, but it's really by right around noon that you're going to have a better potential for all this stuff. Where the best rain chances over the near term are going to be today, tomorrow and tomorrow night, and then Saturday and Saturday night. After that, you kind of have some weak sauce chances and kind of like an undefined late term pattern. So I want to get right to our futurecast. So I already showed you the rain. Watch what happens to this rain as it pushes to the east. That one band to the north weakens as it passes the mountains. Then the second round intensifies as it rides up over the mountains. This is actually called orographic lifting. So when you have a lot of moisture that's driven up the slopes of the mountains, it can actually condense and form more rain. This is one of the biggest problems that happened with Helene. When that system rolled through, it was driving a tremendous amount of moisture at a fast pace, which was condensing to its maximum on the mountaintops. But once this system gets a little bit further east, it starts to fall apart. The timings come back a little bit, but all in all, we are anticipating any time between about 2 to 6 o'clock that you can have showers passing the 321 corridor, but then they'll fade out once they get a little bit closer to Charlotte. So there's 7 o'clock, and here I'm going to backtrack briefly. You see that line pretty much dissipate into nothing by 6 o'clock. So just note that Charlotte does have a slight chance for rain, but all in all, it is trending to be a little bit drier. By tomorrow, could have a little bit of patchy fog, but our rain chances pop up at the usual time, about 1 to 3, and isolated shower storms possible. But yet again, further to the west of the mountains, where we see most of the activity. That's a little bit close to the center of the lift and some fronts. And we will have a chance for some thunderstorms to jog into, I would say, the early to mid-evening hours. Charlotte staying dry, though, most of the day besides an isolated shower or storm. Your Friday, staying dry. Heading into Saturday, that's where things are going to change up big time. Because what's going to happen is this front. So this cold front is going to push its way in from the northwest. And by 4 p.m. on Saturday, it's going to be and the eastern side of Tennessee. The prefrontal boundary is likely going to be the mountains at that point. So if I were to say the best bet for timing, it's really anywhere between about 4 and I think 9 o'clock that you have some developing storms through Charlotte. Then the system will pass, and this front drifts down to the south, keeping some rain around for your Sunday, especially around Columbia, down to the beaches. And the big question mark about this heading into next week is if this front skedaddles and gets out of here, or if it stalls. If it stalls out nearby, we're looking at a cloudier forecast forecast, and some constant rain, especially for South Carolina. If it moves like it is here, those clouds will retreat a little bit earlier, high pressure system rolls in, and then all in all, it's going to be a good looking one. So that's just kind of a look at what you can expect in the short term. In the meantime, we're also checking out what our long range patterns are going to do for the jet stream. What you're actually looking at right here is the potential for our next tropical system. This brings us to next Wednesday. This little guy that you're seeing right in here, that potentially could be either tropical storm or Hurricane Gabrielle. Now, this right here is what's called a Bermuda high, and it rotates in a clockwise manner. And this is the one that most likely drives those systems that curved. You know how it starts to head towards the United States and curves back out? The closer that this is to the United States, the better chance you have for this to curve back into, say, the Carolinas. But since this is positioned so far to the east, there's a good chance that this catches it back out to sea, and then you're good. What happened with Aaron, it was supposed to be a little bit further east, but that high nudged a little bit further west, and then that changed up the game. So there's still a lot that can happen. It's still not until day about 8 to 14 that we even have something to worry about, this tropical wave that you can see just a 70% chance over the next 7 days. That brings us into the weekend that we could have this. So it's not going to affect the 7-day forecast, but it's coming to the time of the year. Officially next Wednesday is the exact peak of hurricane season. In September into early October, all it takes is a low pressure system that decides to go visit the Gulf and then move its way into the Atlantic, and next thing you know, it turns into a big bad storm. So I don't see any of that happening over the next 7 days, but that's definitely something that we have to watch closely, that all of a sudden I show you a 7-day on Monday and it's completely different because of a tropical system come Friday. But again, this is not the case in scenario here. Instead, it's a tale of two seasons. It's still technically summer on your calendars, but it will actually start really feeling like summer. Like I'm talking about peak middle of July come Saturday and Friday. Friday looks to be sunnier, a real feel around 95, and then once this system passes that cold front that I was showing you, we see 91 go to the lower 80s to even the upper 70s with some drier air heading into the middle of next week. So some good news there. Starts to feel a lot more humid. Today's still a decent day, mix of cloud and sunshine. Just some of us are going to get some rain on and off throughout the day.
Whether it's summer or fall, football season starts.
I know.
Officially this week, we have an NFL-related kickoff party here at WCNC Spirit Day.
I'm in my jersey.
And that's why
Nice.
Caroline is decked.
I'm not just being casual for funsies. It's
Hey.
Spirit Day
Do you
here
know-
at WCNC Charlotte.
I
We're loud
like
and
it.
proud.
Representing the Bills.
the Bill, all reds. I like the all reds.
All
I know,
reds are
it is-
good.
yeah,
All reds.
it looks good on you.
Thank you.
I don't have any Bills
You
on
have a
my
team?
fantasy football
No?
team, but I have my last draft tonight, so we'll see how that
How many
works
are you
out.
in?
I'm in 3.
Oh, my
3.
goodness.
Yeah.
Greg is the same
Wow.
way. He's in 3.
Yep, I have my friend league that is the draft tonight. It's a 14-team league, and I've been in it for over a decade.
14's a
Oh,
lot.
wow.
Yeah, it's
You
rough.
ever
That's a
win?
lot.
Huh?
Of people.
Do you ever win?
No. I finished in second.
for the fun.
I finished in third, and second the last 3 years. I finished in second 4 times. I just never win. Something happens. But you know what? At least I
Yeah.
get my money back at
You
least
get
most
exactly.
years.
You get a little share.
Yeah, so not too bad. And we have a WCNC league here too.
Yes. Yep,
We had our
okay.
in-person draft. My team's the best. And then some
see.
local friends as well. So yeah, no, I love my Patriots. I love football, but fantasy football is my obsession.
That's your jam.
Next to weather. I love it. Yeah.
But you're a
that
stat man.
That's true. I was
Stat
gonna say.
man. And that's the best thing about fantasy
right.
football is that you can literally take so many stats. I love looking at patterns, so I do pretty well with it.
Oh, very
Except
good.
when it comes down to luck. I'm not lucky.
Winning. I've got a puffy Dolphins jacket.
Yeah.
Nice.
And it's in the truck. I'm going to bring it in for our little NFL luncheon that
For the
we have
party?
here. Yeah, I wasn't going to wear it, this big old jacket.
Why not?
I know. I actually tried to
People
sell
would
it,
love it.
a number of times, but
What?
yeah, I think it is a collector's item at this
Of course
point.
it is.
Yeah, it's from the, do I want to say Merino days?
Is it?
Oh, then it's
is it-
definitely a
oh.
hot commodity.
I was
And
gonna
it's in
say,
good shape,
is it a
too.
starter? Does anyone remember the starter
Yes,
jackets?
Yes. Starter
No,
jackets
no,
are
it's not
kind
a
of coming
starter
back
jacket.
now.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, it had the one center pocket.
Yes.
They were all the
Oh,
kids
I do
had
not
them at
have
one
that.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I do not have, but
Really cute.
you know,
Yeah,
I'll
they
wear
are.
this one last time and then maybe try to sell it again.
Okay.
You know. All right. Well, happy fall.
Happy fall, y'all.
Feeling like
then
summer.
then happy fall.
Yeah. One last taste of summer. All right, Chris, thank you so much.